Where did you put playing a year and the risk of something else happening to your foot, against the unknown of where you'd go in the draft?
Well, I'm someone who is heavily, I have a very heavily faith-based background. So, I put that all in God's hands. I can get hurt walking down the street, pretty much. So, I tried to take that out of the equation when I was trying to weigh my decisions. And I thought that was the best way to do it, because if I get hurt, I get hurt. But I'm coming back to win games and to get my degree and to be happy.
With having 2 surgeries on it now, what have the doctors told you in terms of it going forward, of anything? Is it as healthy as it could be, or long-term future for that foot?
Yeah, well, the foot is expected to make a full recovery. We just had a doctor's appointment the other day. They said everything was going great, right on schedule. But like I said, it was a successful surgery, so right now we're just looking forward to getting back on the floor in the next couple of weeks.
You mentioned a lot of things as a reason why you come back. Some guys will say they're leaving because they feel like they're ready. Some guys will say they're coming back because they don't feel like they're ready. Ultimately, there's one thing or one reason why you are coming back. What is the main reason, I guess? Is there one?
There probably isn't one. The one that probably stands out is just staying at a special place like Michigan. There's so many resources here, so many great people here, including the team, including the coaches, but also other people around campus that you just meet that are willing to help you and support you. And I think leaving that would have been very, very tough for me.
You felt like you would have you said earlier you maybe would have looked back and regretted it
at
some point. Did anybody tell you that?
No. I think it was like the day I got hurt, or maybe the day after I got hurt, Coach Val texted me, and he was like, so what are you thinking between me and you about after the year? And I told him, I was like, I'm coming back. I feel like I have to come back. And then he told me, he said, your decision might change in the next couple of months, so we'll just keep talking about it like that. And it did. It changed a lot, but at the end of the day, I think my heart was still here at Michigan.
Given the issues with the foot in the past, will you be extra mindful of how much you do this summer?
Yeah. Coach Sanderson and Coach Beeline and the rest of the coaches are working with me to get a schedule together so that I'm not overworking myself, along with the doctors as well.
Does that mean you'll be here this summer with some of the freshmen?
Yeah, yes, I'll be here.
Did you go, when you're seeking NBA feedback, did you have either you or Beeline or someone directly talk to teams and say, can I get a promise, a guarantee, or anything? Do you ask about those things?
There wasn't really those things talked about. Like I said, it was more with the advisory board, and then other than that, there wasn't really much conversation with NBA teams.
Where do you think your ceiling is? Obviously, you want to work your way back up toward the front of the first round, and you were as high as a late lottery pick in mock drafts. How on a full healthy season as a senior, how high do you think you can take your own stock?
Well, I like to think I can take it as high as I want to. I feel like I'm really young for my class, so coming back wouldn't hurt me in that aspect of age. So I think everything else is just to be left on the court. As well as I play, I think I can move myself up as far as I can.
Are you doing any insurance policy or anything like that?
We've talked about it a little bit. Nothing's set in stone yet, but that'll be probably something we look forward to in the future.
What position do you think that you want to play? Obviously, at 6'7", if you could become a point guard, that would make you even more marketable to the NBA. Is that something that you talked to Coach Beeline about and you'd like to do here?
I think here at Michigan, we have a very diverse offense where essentially we have 2 point guards, sometimes even 3 on the court at one time, 4 guards in total. So just being a guard in general, being a 4, whatever Coach Beeline needs really right now to help the team win. Long term, whatever the team needs me to do is what I'm willing to do.
There's gonna be so much competition on this team because of the guys that got experience. What role will you try to play in boosting the chemistry?
Well, I think the chemistry was boosted a lot this year when people needed to play and people needed to go out there and have good games. But I think this spring and summer is huge for us. Everyone is staying. A lot of people are staying. And I think the competition will be big. I mean, I was talking to some of the younger guys yesterday. We really have to push each other. And everyone's friends. We know we're friends. We got to really push each other to get better and go at each other every day.
How do you view kind of role development to play off of that? You know, you had guys get unexpected minutes, especially when you look at like Aubrey and Muhammad and stuff like that, with all the injuries. But you know, now coming back, a lot of those minutes aren't going to be there. I mean, how, as a leader, in terms of guys accepting smaller roles than they probably had at the end of last year?
Well, I think those guys were there last year. They've been there, so they know they have to stay ready at all times. Anything can happen at any given time, and they're a living testament through that. They had to play last year when guys got hurt, so I mean, just staying ready will be huge for them. But I think that they're a mature bunch of guys, and I think they're ready to take on that role.